Welcome to another of our very special bonus episodes of the KBB Review podcast, all about the KBB Review Retail and Design Awards 2023. Between now and the big day in April, we'll be meeting the judges, the finalists and organisers that make up the biggest event in the KBB industry this year. The event itself is in Cardiff on Thursday, April the 20th, and if you haven't booked your tickets yet, then you are risking missing out on being in the room with hundreds of the industry's biggest brands, retailers, designers and influencers. You can find out everything you need to know at kbbreview.com/awards. All the info you need is there, and you can book your places there too. I'll put that link in the episode description. And Cardiff itself is at the heart of today's show, as I'll be chatting to a couple of our design finalists who live and work in the great Welsh capital. Will our locals have the home team advantage? We'll have to wait and see. We'll be meeting kitchen design finalist Kate Lusty from Elementi Cucina and bathroom design finalist Daniela Fantini-Griffiths from the Tap End. But first, a huge thanks to our very good friends at Sonos Bathrooms, our awards podcast partner for 2023. They're a hugely successful company in Ireland, and they've just launched themselves into the UK with their stylish and high-quality range of products. You can find out more about becoming a Sonos Bathroom retailer by going to sonosbathrooms.com. I'll put that link in the episode description and give it a go. They're very nice. So let's go over to Cardiff and meet our two homegrown finalists. First up, we have Kate Lusty from Elementi Cucina. Hello, Kate.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And we have Daniela Fantini-Griffiths from the Tap End. Hello, Daniela.
Hi there, you okay?
I'm very good, thank you. Now, let's start with you, Kate, because before we get to the awards, let's deal with the elephant in the room. Your surname, rather brilliantly, is Lusty.
No one forgets me.
Speaking as someone with an incredibly boring name, albeit a Welsh one, that's just fabulous. It's just an amazing name. So what's the origin of that? I'm guessing either Irish or you're just a big Carry On fan.
Well, I have got Irish blood, but I think it actually derives from Germany. However, looking at it in the past, people took their names from their, you'll probably have to edit this, Andrew, from the professions years ago. So like blacksmith, would have been Smith or whatever. So I dread to think where my origins come from.
The oldest profession.
Exactly.
Being a Carry On movie fan, as I am, because I'm quite old, did you ever think about becoming a doctor? Because Dr. Lusty would just be the greatest Carry On name ever.
Do you know what? I love Carry On films. Yeah, it would have been a good profession, I think, to go into. But I sort of fell into kitchens instead. So I'm bringing a bit of that lusty flavour into the kitchen industry.
And of course, Daniela Fantini-Griffiths is that classic Italian-Welsh mix that we all know so well.
It is, yes. I got married last year, so I double-barreled it instead. I just couldn't get rid of Fantini. It was too good to lose, so I decided to keep both instead.
So hang on, were you Fantini or were you Griffiths?
I was Fantini and my husband is Griffiths, so I mix it, but he also took Fantini Griffiths as well, so we're the same.
So your origins are Italian, obviously?
Yes, both my parents are Italian. My mum's from the south and my dad's from the north, so a little bit of rivalry there. Yeah, I love Italy.
And brilliant, you can't tell that in the slightest in the way that you talk, which is just fantastic.
No, I know. I'm hearing myself now. I sound really Welsh as well, so...
All right, look, let's get on with the task at hand here. Back to the awards. Let's start with you, Kate. How are you feeling about being a finalist?
Oh, great! Yeah, it's nice to be recognised by such a sort of prolific magazine, and it's probably one of the biggest awards in our industry. So it's really lovely to be recognised.
Well, I might take umbrage with the word "probably" there, but I'm not going to because this is a positive experience.
Sorry.
How about you, Daniela? Because, of course, you're not the only finalist at the Tap In.
I'm not, no. Zoe's up for Bathroom Designer of the Year under 10 as well. But yeah, it's amazing to be recognised. And I'm only 27 as well. So to be up for a prestigious award like that with the age that I am, it's a very good feeling, to be honest.
You ladies are killing it at the Tap End at the moment.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we love it. We just love bathrooms. So... just enough said, really.
Well, look, as I mentioned up at the top, we are holding the event in Cardiff in April. You are both in Cardiff. That's where you both live and work. So you're representing the home crowd. Do you feel the weight of Welsh expectation on your shoulders?
I'm hoping we win. I'm really hoping on our home turf, we have to take the trophy home.
Let's do it, Danielle.
Let's hope we do it, yeah.
And of course, you can get a cab home, which is always useful. Yeah,
we don't have to travel 3 or 4 hours now to go to the event, which is always nice. Take a little bit longer to get ready, so...
Right, let's go on to the details here. Let's start with you, Kate. You're a finalist in the Kitchen Designer of the Year project cost over 50 grand category. So tell us a little bit about Elementi Cucina.
Oh, it's a bit of a sort of sad story, to be fair. I was married and my husband was diagnosed with terminal cancer 7 years ago. And I moved to Wales to get my daughter closer to my family. And I was commuting to London and it got a bit much, and my uncle got me into the boardroom. He owns a big engineering firm in Birmingham called ADI, and he sat me down. He's like, right, enough's enough. I'm going to set you up a business. So within 4 hours, he was like, you know, VAT registration number, what are you going to call it? I was like, Elementi Cucina. He said, right, you've got a business, off you go. So 7 years ago, we set up Elementi, and we've been going strong ever since. There's now 4 of us. We've got all of the financial backing from sort of like ADI, and we just get to go and create amazing spaces for people. And yeah, I've been very, very, very blessed. So out of darkness came light.
Wow.
Yeah, God, what an inspiring story that is. And now we've had the tap end on the podcast before, Daniela, but you give us the quick overview of the tap end.
Yeah, of course. So bathroom design company, it started with Linda and Justine, the 2 directors, and now there are 6 of us. So we're actually all women in the office, which big up girl power. So we're all designers, all women. And then we recently started the installation company as well in January. So it's been going just over a year. And we've just expanded and we love bathrooms basically. So it's amazing. It's such a great team to work with. We just have a good laugh as well, which I think is a really big part of it at the end of the day.
And that really comes across in all your social media and everything. If no one follows you, they should do, because it's always a lot of fun. You do an awful lot of bathrooms.
Yes, we do. I think when was it? Justine counted. I think it was about 360 bathrooms we did in 1 year when we were a smaller team as well. So we get through quite a few of them.
That's amazing. Right, so let's go back to you, Kate. Now, the project that you're up for here, I mean, it's fantastic. It's got bags of personality. It's got loads of unusual features. It was a really interesting brief. Tell us a bit about it.
So I was approached by a lady called Deborah and her husband Kim. And Deborah's from Australia. She's also a horticulturist. And she was like, I want a kitchen made of galvo and concrete and reclaimed wood. I was like, right, okay. She'd approached sort of 20 odd companies and no one would make it for her. So me being me, I was like, we'll do it. And we set about creating the kitchen for her. And we sort of used banded steel, reclaimed wood from a school. It's still got sort of ink splashes on the wood. And we had a great time designing it. It was so nice to explore different materials and actually create something from scratch.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really interesting because there's nothing out of a box there, is there? There's nothing out of a brochure about it.
It was nice because Deborah had such fixed ideas of what she needed in terms of functionality. So it took the functionality of what Deborah needed and then, made it work for her basically. But yeah, it was really exciting. It's probably one of my favourite projects that I've ever worked on, to be fair.
And that comes across in the actual design as well. It's fantastic. As does yours, Daniela, because you're a finalist in the Bathroom Designer of the Year project cost over 25 grand category.
Yeah.
And your design is a sort of very glamorous affair, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this client, I actually designed 4 bathrooms for her. This was her master en suite, and she had a very clear idea of what she wanted in terms of the flooring. So I basically did a mosaic herringbone on the floor, and I made the installer individually pick every single tile off and do a triple inlay border around the outside. So you can imagine how much he loved me to get him to do that. One of the must-haves that she wanted in the space was a brass freestanding bath by Wittenberg, which is absolutely insane. It's just absolutely stunning. And I decided to sort of incorporate those brass tones through the sort of showers and tap and things. So it's a very glamorous. The tiles on the wall are mother of pearl, and the pearlescent shine. She had a curve in the room as well, so they just wrapped around so well. One of my proudest designs, as Katie said, it's just something like that you just don't forget, really. And it was really nice to work with her on the other bathrooms that she had as well, because they all were so different and had their own personalities. So it was quite nice to have that.
And looking at it, there's a big curve in there, isn't there, that you had to work around?
Yeah, so that was part of the house, of the original architecture, but it was so lovely because I would love to have sort of curves in my house like that. It was quite challenging because it was restricting of what you could put in the space. So I decided to make that into this sort of walk-in shower area. And then that's why I decided to do that mother of pearl scallop tile and just wrap it round the curve. And it just sort of, the light shone down on it as well, which was really nice.
Do you know what I always think sets guys like you apart a little bit? It's that you see these things as a fantastic opportunity rather than a kind of an unwieldy challenge. You know, when they walk in and say, I want a kitchen made out of, reclaimed wood and concrete, you don't think, oh my God, you think, oh God, that sounds fantastic. Let's try and find a way to do it.
It's different. As you said, you can get a kitchen sort of off the shelf. But I think what I love about my job anyway, I don't know about you, Katie, it's just having the opportunity to do something different for every single client and be given those challenges. So, you do push yourself to find different design options and, challenge yourself.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, we're lucky that we do get clients that trust us to do that, isn't it? I mean, we did a graffiti kitchen. That was sort of like a manifestation, if you like. I've always wanted to do one.
Yeah, we challenge ourselves through other people and spend their money as well.
A big part of that as well is you've got to get clients to trust you. You've got to get them to go along with you on that journey, haven't you? It's
all about trust, isn't it? And if you enjoy working with that person, you get the best out of the designer as well. You get this flow and you get this excitement and it makes a better design.
Yeah, you bounce off each other, definitely. And I think you build that relationship. That's why it was good with this particular client, because I worked with her for quite a while on all of the different bathrooms. And you get to know them and it's really nice. You build relationships, which is another really good part of it.
I think it's definitely all about a relationship, isn't it? With your designer, with the clients. I think it's a good way to sort of build business as well.
And that's why we have this two-stage judging process in these awards. You get the chance to talk to judges about that project in the way that you're talking now. And it always makes a massive difference to the train of thought when you can see the enthusiasm, but also you can step through the process, the thought process that goes into designs like these too. And that's a big part of it.
Yeah, a massive part of it. I think it's good that we get the opportunity to explain why we did certain things. And from an image, you can't see the work that's gone behind it, such as the flooring, making that install it individually, pick every tile off. It's the whole background and the conversation that you had with the customer to build that design together as well.
It's the evolution of it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for your time today. You're both incredibly busy. Good luck to you both. You've got the whole of Wales behind you on April the 20th. Clearly, I know whether you've won or not because the judging was completed last week.
Right. How much do we have to pay you to tell us if we've won or not, Andrew?
It always feels a bit weird to say good luck when I know whether you've won or not, but it is not indicative of the fact that I've talked to you today. I just wanted to get the two local girls on. That was all it was.
Great. And we'll come after you if we don't win. You know that now.
That's all right. I'm well used to avoiding people on the night. It's fine. I just go and hide in a cupboard somewhere.
Yeah.
Look, thank you to you both. Good luck, and I will come and see you in Cardiff on April the 20th.
Perfect.
Good luck, Daniela.
And you, Katie. I'll see you then as well.
Thank you so much to Kate and Daniela. Congratulations to them again on being on the shortlist. Remember that the kbbreview Retail and Design Awards 2023 is being held in Cardiff on Thursday, April the 20th. If you haven't booked your tickets yet, then you need to get a wriggle on. Go to kbbreview.com/awards for all the details. And of course, a big thank you again to Sonus Bathrooms for being our podcast partner for 2023. You can find out everything you need to know about them at sonusbathrooms.com. See you next time.